everyone. Great to be with you today. My name is Ryan, and I usually do the Monday devotionals, but this week get to instead finish us off today on Friday and close out this week where we dove into uh, our identity in Christ, who we are in Jesus and because of Jesus. And it's been incredible. I know I've been encouraged by it, and I want to circle back and dive a little deeper into one of those identifiers that Destiny brought out as she kind of laid a foundation and set the tone for us this week. And that is the fact and reality that we are children of God. We are children of God in Christ. Family units are kind of the most basic foundational blocks of our lives in a lot of ways that we exist in and grow up in. You have a country, you have, states and towns and down to your neighborhood, but that family unit informs so much of who we are and what we kind of possess, what advantages we have, what disadvantages we have, all those things. And it's so foundational to us. And the reality is we live in a world that's very broken. And some of us had very broken families that gave a lot of negativity and a lot of hurt and dysfunction to how we see ourselves. And even on the other side, right, the kind of best family units, the most healthy, functional, right, encouraging, equipping, life-giving, are still going to fall short. I think about my own boys who I adore. Marielle and I both love our children so much, and we aim and strive to build a legacy and to teach them the love of Christ, to show them that love, to be that to them. And yet, time and time again, we fall short of that. And so, whether we had an awesome family growing up or a harmful family growing up, the reality is that we are invited and we become part of God's family when we, by faith, trust in Christ. And I want to read these verses from Romans 8, 15 and 16. It says, "For you did not receive the spirit of slavery to fall back into fear, but you have received the spirit of adoption as sons, by whom we cry, Abba, Father. The Spirit himself bears witness with our spirit that we are children of God. And if children, then heirs, heirs of God and fellow heirs with Christ." This is reality, that when we accept Jesus, we become children of God, that we are adopted into his family. And so we can rightly, right, in our spirit, we can cry out, Abba, Father. Abba is like daddy. It's like, picture a little kid, right, going to his father with this feeling of safety and comfort and awe and joy, right? That is who God becomes to us. We become adopted children of God. And this idea of an inheritance, right? Like in an earthly way, we usually get our inheritance when our parents pass away and we kind of get what's left in that family unit there. God doesn't die, right? He's eternal. And so when we become adopted into his family, we become heirs, co-heirs with Christ to possess what God has, right? That in Ephesians, Paul says that we currently, right, are seated with Christ in the heavenly places, that we have graciously been given all things, right, to be fully realized one day. And so this gives hope to all of us, because no matter how awesome our family was or how dysfunctional and hurtful our family was growing up, we can live in the reality that we are brought in and adopted into God's family, that we are his children primarily. And so we have this Father, right, who loves us, who has forever grace and mercy and patience and kindness and compassion on us, right? There's no place for fear when we realize that we are in the perfect love of God. And so today, be reminded that if you are in Christ, you are his child. You're God's child. And nothing can take that from you. And so, when you get a nasty comment on Facebook today, when, you're feeling the pain of prejudice in this world and racism, if you're feeling judged for the wrong reasons, if you're feeling, that insecure at your job or afraid of getting sick, all these things, whatever these things that are trying to create worry and fear and self-insecurities, all these things, stand on the reality that you are a child of God. As they come in your mind, no, I am a child of God. This is who I am. I have a Father who loves me, who's crazy about me, and I possess all of the riches of his grace and mercy and resources. That is who I am. And so I pray that you can just embody that, embrace it today, believe that today, into this week, into the rest of our lives, and that you are encouraged by that. So have an awesome day. Just want to remind you that we will be in the book of Philippians starting next Monday for our devotionals for the next 2 weeks. And so really excited to do a bit of a longer series there. And so, be sure to tune in next Monday as we start that series off. Have a great day and an awesome weekend.